So it's a few days later.
It is.
You've been putting Vanish on that, I believe.
Yeah, so...
Are you happy with the results?
Wow, it's just tiny, whiny bits.
Yeah.
But I got the majority of it out with Vanish, bleach and God knows what, and I'm going to give it one more go as well. But I think it could be wearable.
It's definitely wearable, Mazzy.
Yeah? Do you think?
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you look good in that.
So if you've got any advice just to get them little tiny whiny bits out, I still would appreciate it though, guys. Hold on a minute, Mazzy. We got some great tips last night. So a few of them was to throw the jacket away, cut some sleeves off. No, that's all rubbish. One of my special viewers, Leanne, she's 7, bless her, come up with the perfect solution. This was the best answer I'd heard so far, and it's fashionable. Just get a black marker and put lots of dots all over it. That was the best solution for fixing my jacket. Thank you, Leanne, you're a little star.
Before I forget to throw this one in, I just want to mention apparently a few people have noticed there's a lot more adverts on the videos lately.
Yes.
And a couple said they unsubscribed. Too many adverts,
Sorry,
many adverts. It was out of our hands.
Nothing to do with us.
YouTube, anyone who makes videos, they'll know that it's all changed over to YouTube Studio now. And it's a different way to upload. Now, all you do is tick a box saying, yes, we want videos we want adverts in the middle of the videos. In the past, I would just place one video in the middle when it's like half an hour long.
We've got to make a living too, guys.
Yeah, so one video in the middle, maybe
advert
one
in the middle.
advert, sorry.
Yeah.
There might be one at the beginning, there might be one at the end, but there might be one in the middle as well. Happy with that?
Yeah.
But apparently we just ticked this video in the middle and YouTube were putting loads in the middle and it will putting people off.
I've not noticed because we don't watch them
No.
as such, so...
So sorry about that. I've actually found a way around it now. So now you'll get back to just one possible advert in the middle.
We'll try and reduce it as much as we can, but there has been big changes on YouTube in the last
there has.
month or two.
So that should stop now, but at the end of the day we have to make a living, so an advert is an advert. If you don't like it, go watch someone who doesn't have adverts. That's all I can say. So back to the questions from Mark. There's actually 6 of them, so this is question 3. You use Google Maps to navigate around. Yes, we do.
We do.
Would you recommend to first-timers to motorhoming to get an actual motorhome sat-nav where you can punch in your height, width and weight so you don't get stuck?
Good question.
Brilliant question.
Yeah.
That was my main worry. When we first started in a motorhome, I was terrified we were going to get stuck under a bridge or a narrow road. And we got in touch with a few companies and we actually got sent a sat-nav system, didn't we?
Did you get in touch with them or...?
I think I got in touch with them.
Yeah,
and they sent me one.
It was a proper camper one, guys. It was really good. From the top of, it was top of the range. I forget what the top...
It was called Camper. Go Camper or something.
Yeah, but it's a proper, you know, sat-nav. Yeah.
A sat-nav, and you can put in your height and your width and everything like that.
What happened there then? Because you never used it, let's be honest.
No. I found it too difficult. I'm just, you know how
honest.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to using Google Maps. I found it hard to change over to something new. It's like we have got a sat-nav system on the van. Never used it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just used to using this.
Just a quick question then.
Yeah.
As we have a built-in sat-nav, does that know we're a camper van, and does that allow for the width, height, and does that direct you on the correct roads?
If I put the, I can put the dimensions in.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see, so that's good then.
But that's more outdated, I think. The thing which annoys me is Google Maps. Why haven't they got the option on Google Maps to put in your height and width and weight of your vehicle? That's what they should be doing.
TomTom, that's what I think I was thinking of, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think what it is with Dan, when he's in bed of an evening, you know, you're always on your phone and it's just easy for you to plan tomorrow's route on here and then just stick it up on the windshield. And it's never in his view, guys. Although you've had a bit of grief for that in the past, but yeah.
So all I have to do is, I work on an evening in bed, and then in the morning I just press a button and it's got my route mapped out. So I find that easier.
What is he asking exactly? Is it worth getting? Is it something you need? Is that what he's asking?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Personal choice. You know, it's entirely up to you. They are very useful, But I just don't find the detail on the roads and things are very good. They're just not as clear as Google Maps.
There might be one downfall to Google Maps to SatNav though, whereas sometimes we go out of range when we've been up in Scotland, and sometimes then we don't have the Google Maps.
But you can download a map off Google Maps when you're online for when you're offline. But yeah, it's just personal choice. It's obviously better if you know you can fit down a road and under a bridge. But you know, the bridges, they all have signs saying how high they are. You just have to know the height of your vehicle and the weight of your vehicle and you'll be fine. Can
we talk about just one experience that we've ever had? And we've had this for 1.5 years, guys. There was only one time we turned down a road, do you remember?
Yes.
And this wouldn't fit.
No. It was just off a roundabout. It was in a little town. Just off a roundabout, and there was a skinny bit of the road.
Concrete, so you couldn't squeeze past.
Yeah, there were concrete bollards at each side, and it did have a sign saying so and so width. So we were stuck, and there were cars behind us. They all had to reverse for us. That's the only time we've ever been stuck.
Yeah.
But my advice, yes, it's personal choice, but this would help you. Get one of these, guys. One of our viewers made this for us, and it's been a godsend. Where is it? Get something like that. So we now know our height and width, so whenever we come up to a sign, we're prepared. One thing which has really excited us, what is it, Mazzy?
We've got some new neighbours.
New neighbours, what are they?
Baby lambs.
Well, sheep
and lambs.
Yeah. Now, they were in the field over there, and Owen says they're actually coming over here.
No, but this is a new batch.
Oh, they went back to the farm. And there's some new ones coming in here now. The other night we heard some men coming in here knocking these posts in. It only took them an hour.
Yeah.
So they took this fence down from over there, brought it over here, got it all in, and last night we had the delivery, didn't we, Mazzy?
We did, yeah. So they're just through there, guys. They can come through. We're just waiting for them to come down and say hello.
Yeah, the gateway there is actually open. So we're just waiting for them to come in here and eat all this grass so we can see them and hear them all night long. It's going to be wonderful, isn't it?
You were talking about lamb dinner last night.
Oh, I want to get a lamb and some mint sauce.
I want to cuddle a lamb.
I don't mean one of these, I just want to buy some. I do fancy some lamb, Mazzy.
No!
I haven't had lamb in months, years. Yeah, they're just chilling out over there. Really want them to come through here. Water system. You've shown us filling the fresh water tank up, but what happens if you overfill it?
Good question.
Does it just come out of the tube where you put the hose pipe in, or is there an overflow tube or something where the excess comes out?
Okay.
It is a good question.
So we can only give advice on our particular van, we're not sure on everybody's.
Well, we can't even do that, Mazzy, because we don't know.
No, we do.
Do we?
Yeah, when you've been filling and let's say you're a bit busy doing a toilet or something, there's like an overflow underneath and it comes out then on the floor underneath. It doesn't come out the hole that you actually got the hose pipe in. So we have an overflow on that one.
I do know there is an overflow. I do know there is an overflow.
On the fresh tank, but on the waste tank I don't think we have an overflow. So once that's full,
I do.
I don't.
There's actually 3 pipes under there which are overflow pipes.
What about the other day when then I undone that and it just went...
Well, it might be blocked. It might be blocked, but we have got overflow pipes.
Okay.
So yes, you shouldn't have to worry about overfilling a van. It shouldn't explode.
No.
Right, I have to be very quiet. The little babies, well, they're quite big ones these, they're chunky, but they're little. They're lambs. They're making their way into our bit. I don't want to talk too loudly, I don't want to scare them off, I want to make sure they come fully in. And then we can get excited. How cool is this? They're going to go down here and eat all this grass. Apparently, it will be done in days. It doesn't take them long at all. This is beautiful. I've just counted 45 of them now. 45 sheep in his front garden. Right next to his motorhome. Look, this is absolutely brilliant. To think when we were stuck up on that hill we had nothing to look at all. Now we've got our own animals. all you can hear is munching. Hello? Hello, baby. Hello? 49, 50. I've counted 50 sheep and I certainly am not falling asleep. Next question. Would you say a solar panel is a must-have? I noticed you mentioned you had a solar panel fitted when buying the motorhome. Is it just a trickle charging the leisure battery, or is it powering anything else like USB ports? Depends on the weather.
Depends on the wetter.
Well,
and it depends what usage you're getting out of the van. Are you just going away for a weekend?
No, I do think it's a must-have.
No, I do, but it still does depend on whether you're just holidaying in your van or if you're going to campsites all the time. I mean, obviously you wouldn't really need a solar panel if you're planning to live in it. Yeah, you'd. It depends on the usage of the van. I highly recommend a solar panel, don't you?
I say definitely get a solar panel.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
Firstly, it depends on the sunlight. If you've got direct sunlight, a good way to describe this is we have a little inverter to charge the laptop up.
Yeah.
And if there's no sunlight, it whirs. It's like powering and it's going...
Struggles.
It's struggling. In direct sunlight, it always shows that power's on full and it charges without whirring.
We can't give the exact statistics and stuff because we were unsure of that, but definitely I would highly recommend it.
If we have a day of sunlight, it will fully charge our batteries up. It's really, really good. And it's not a lot of money.
Which brings me on to, just to quickly add to that really, is I highly recommend a second leisure battery as well. Definitely.
You know, if you've got the money, just get them.
Yeah.
You know, you're never going to regret it. It's always going to come in handy.
It's going to pay for itself. And then if you've got the solar panel, you've got to remember then you're charging up 2 leisure batteries with it on a very good day.
Yes. So you've got much more options. I certainly wouldn't recommend anybody having a motorhome with just one leisure battery and no solar panel.
Even if you are on campsites or just going in your van for a weekend, it's too...
It wouldn't even last a weekend. One battery would last us close to 2 days if you're lucky. But we tend to get away with it for nearly a week.
But we're quite skimpy. We don't sit here with all the lights on and stuff. And a lot of families then would.
Yes.
So it depends on But anyway, highly recommended. So for today's tea, we're going all Irish again, babe. Are you happy?
I cannot wait.
Yes.
Are we having cabbagey, Irishy thingy?
We are. We're going to have bacon and cabbage, guys. So we've got a big, massive slab of smoked ham fillet. I don't know why it's called that. That's the only cabbage I could get. Now, I do prefer like a Savoy one, but never mind. Some carrots. And these. I've got these. I always buy roosters anyway. But it says microwave in a bag for 15 minutes. Now, it's not how I would usually want to cook them, but I might try that. Might be a good idea just to see how they turn out.
I've never heard of it. You've never heard of it.
Yeah.
A lot of us viewers won't have ever heard of microwave steaming potato bags.
Literally, you've got like a little steam valve or something. Although there's going to be an awful lot of potatoes. So yeah, I'm going to try that anyway. An update on my preparation. Okay, so I've shredded up the white cabbage. Prepared some carrots. Now Dan, bless him, has cut this. Not in half, but took quite a big chunk off because it wasn't fitting in my pot properly, and we don't need all that anyway. Stuck my stock cubes in there, which isn't necessary, that's just what I like to do. And we've been reading these. Apparently you haven't got to pierce this at all. This is a self-steaming bag. So this is going to be a whole new way of cooking these Irish rooster potatoes. So yeah, oh my God, I love dinners like this. Feel really healthy once I've had something like this and good. Can't wait. Now I can't remember how long I cooked this for. So I'm going to say about an hour. Get that on the go. And then I'm going to keep the juices, the water, and then do my cabbage and carrots in there. But yeah, I can't remember how long I do that. So that's just, we'll just see how it goes.
So it's time for Caption It. Yesterday's Caption It. Here is the picture. It was Mazzy with a new camera looking underneath the motorhome. So we picked 3. You picked 3 actually.
I picked 3 this time, yeah.
In the order. So in 3rd place is John Hall. Here is his suggestion.
Dan, how long did you say you were going to be under there? My battery only literally lasts 3 hours.
I thought that was quite good. Literally. New battery.
Yeah.
Not quite clever.
Yeah.
2nd place, James Littler. Okay, Owen, you can stop laughing and come out now.
I like
that one.
Yeah.
I like that one. So in 1st place was Dave Judd with...
Good news, Dan. You're my one and only drip now.
I'm your one and only drip now.
Yeah.
A bit mean, but very good.
Very
I like
funny.
That. I like that one. So today's Caption It
yes.
was me stuck in a bit of a predicament.
Yes.
With a box of Carlsberg beer, sort of.
Let us know your thoughts. What's he up to, guys?
Put your captions in the comments and we'll read the best 3 out in his next vlog video. Right, last question from Mark. Dale. Right, this is quite a long one. As this is potentially going to be my first motorhome, do you think I can use it as a daily vehicle to get back and forth to work? We have a secure car park, so not parking on public roads. Or would you recommend having a small car with an A-frame system, you know, so you drag your car behind you when you're travelling and you've always got a car and your motorhome? Leaving the motorhome on a campsite and then driving around in your car around the small towns is that much easier. I'm thinking of a motorhome between 6.5 to 7 metres.
Wow, that's big. That's bigger than ours.
No, it's not. Ours is 7.5.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry.
So that's quite an average size.
Okay.
Very good question again.
Yeah.
Personally, driving it to work, not a problem at all. As long as... Depends if you go up streets where you've got cars on each side, or in rush hour, they're coming one way and you're struggling.
I don't think it's getting to work. I think as long as you can get to... If you're at work and you know your parking's great, well done, yeah. But if you're trying to then carry on everyday life, then go to the supermarket afterwards...
No chance.
No chance, yeah.
Well, you can get in supermarket car parks, most of them.
Yeah.
But I personally wouldn't. I wouldn't do that if I had the option.
So you don't recommend... So what would you recommend? Maybe an A-frame, a small car then, or...?
It depends on what kind of holidaying you're going to be doing. If you're planning on staying on campsites all the time, then yes, I would recommend an A-frame. Because you're not having to work... Your sat-nav knows you're setting off from your home to a campsite. You can check the route, make sure everything's alright for you to tow a car. And you're going to be alright. But if you're having to stop on roads and get down narrow roads and stuff, you might struggle pulling
I think
the car
towing
behind.
a car itself is a problem again, isn't it? Rather than just...
That just makes it much longer and much harder to drive. Some people do it, but I think the people who do that tend to stay on campsites more than wild camp.
I'll tell you a good person to ask though. Go over to Bob Earnshaw and Jenny. He's got an A-frame and a small car, and he would give some good advice on that.
But that's why I'm saying people... Like Bob normally stays on campsites.
Yeah.
People who wild camp, I would say towing a car behind you isn't really practical. Because sometimes you're parking a lay-by, but the lay-by might not be big enough for a car attached to the back of you.
Yeah. It's a complicated one, isn't it?
It is. It depends on the kind of holidaying you... If you want to be full-time in it...
Yeah, that depends on that as well.
Definitely not pulling a car behind.
Depends on what sort of travel you're doing in it, basically, doesn't it? Yeah. So
if you're only going to campsites, it's up to you. I'd suggest, maybe get a car, because there are towns and villages you cannot park in a motorhome.
We miss out on a lot because we're stuck in this, and sometimes we'd love a little car.
We'd love one.
Even if we had the money, would we really stick a car on the back of this?
No.
No. Personally, I don't think we would we?
Definitely not.
No.
So, campsites, consider a car if you want.
Yeah.
Wild camping, no, I wouldn't get an extra car. Definitely not.
No, you're making life hard.
Yeah, so that's all the questions, Mazzy, from
really
Mark.
Good.
That's some really good questions. Thank you very much.
Those, and they weren't silly.
No, not at all.
No.
If anyone else has got any more questions like them which Mark sent in about motorhoming or anything else, you can email them in to traveltrollstv@hotmail.com. Com, not co.uk. traveltrollstv@hotmail.com. and we'll answer as many as we can if we think they're suitable, nice, cool questions.
Hope you enjoyed that, guys.
I did.
Yeah, me too. So this is just served up with the juices of what everything was cooked in today. So
Is that good?
yeah, should be really tasty. You're not going to put mint sauce on?
Well, I've got to do this job first, haven't I?
Oh, I know. Well, I like my carrots like that.
Why couldn't you cut me carrots? My mum always cuts me carrots like that, Mazzy. What good is... I'm not a horse. You did these in the microwave then?
Yeah, in the bag. 15 minutes. Yeah.
So they've not been boiled at all or roasted?
No. So I hope they're going to be okay. Be careful because they're probably still hot.
They're fantastic.
Really?
If anything, they're better.
Oh,
They
wow.
are the better because you've got a bit of a crunch on your... You know, it's not a wet outer.
Oh, I'm looking forward to eating mine now. What's your gammon like?
They're the best. They're the best boiled potatoes I've ever had in my life with skin on, Mazzy. Everybody, look out in the supermarkets. There's bags, and it says on the bag something like, "Cook me in the microwave." Get them. They're brilliant. How long did they take?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
On a 700-watt microwave.
That is amazing.
You got to try your gammon. I can't wait to dive into mine.
It's not gammon, it's bacon.
Well, bacon, gammon. Oh, yes. Right, I'm going to have to put the camera down.
Yeah.
My mouth's dribbling.
That is lovely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So go on then, try them potatoes, Mazzy.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a go. You'd never know, would you?
They're better, don't you think? Because it's got a slight, dry, crunchy skin on it.
But they do taste, you know... oh, excuse me. The best bit about it freed up like some space in my saucepan, so yeah, brilliant.
I don't know if they were more expensive. Well, they won't be that dear, will they?
Pretty cheap. Yeah.
Everybody in the world, please buy them. Unbelievable. Best invention in the world. What do you think of the gammon? And the carrots?
Oh, well, nice, yeah.
And the cabbage?
I love it. Oh, I love these dinners. They're so healthy, aren't they?
You've done very well today, love. Okay, we've already found out which are the nutters. That one's in a strange... what should we call it? Marital position.
Yeah.
Marital position with a piece of grass.
I don't know if he's going to be sick or what he's doing.
I don't know if that's a girl and she's going to have a baby.
Yeah, could be.
There's a few in here which look really fat as if they're going to have babies. And then you've got this nutter over here, look. Got his head through the fence. All that grass behind him. And he wants this little bit on this side. You've got to love them, haven't you? It's time for...
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
It's time for...
Agony rant.
Agony Rant. Okay, so we've got a new one here.
Yeah.
Please remember, guys, Agony Rant and Caption It will only be in the vlogs. Because we do make some videos which they're just not suitable for. So it won't be daily, but it will be every vloggy day. So here...
As long as we keep getting them, though.
As long as we keep getting them, please keep them coming, because if they don't come, we can't have Agony Rant.
Yeah.
Okay, so to do that, send us an email to traveltrollstv@hotmail.com. All your problems, all your questions.
We can solve anything.
Anything. So today's Agony Rant. Are you ready?
Yeah.
During lockdown in England, some people have been stuck in their home. For a number of weeks, this lady has been busy at home, keeping her mind busy with learning German and Norwegian.
Ooh.
I should imagine Norwegian's quite a difficult language to learn.
I think German's difficult.
I was in Germany for 2-3 years and I can't speak it. Hardly. I would eventually love to move to Norway. However, I haven't been as physically active as maybe I should have been.
None of us have.
And now I'm the size of a whale.
Oh.
I might not even make it through the front door, let alone make it to Norway. My husband's been leaving me tips by putting books around the house, such as Moby Dick, That's a whale. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I think there's a whale in that.
Yeah.
And Visitor's Guide to SeaWorld, where you can see whales. Can you offer any advice? Many thanks from Kirsty.
Oh, Kirsty, pleasure.
Number 9, Souvenir Avenue, Altrincham, wherever that is.
Yeah. Well, Kirsty, I think we're all going through the same thing. We've all put a little bit of weight on, you know, we're not as active as we was. So what? Don't worry about it. My top tip would be get rid of the husband and get rid of the Moby Dick books. What would your top tip be?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Well, firstly, to get out of your house, right, I'd suggest widening your door.
Oh, yeah, never thought of that, yeah.
Get a wider door. If you can't fit through it, get a wider door.
Yeah.
Secondly, you shouldn't be big anyway. You know, you're allowed exercise every day. No excuse. She's not been going out for her exercise.
He's asking for it.
Boris Johnson. Yeah, but we're not in England. We're in Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
Different rule for you, darling.
Yeah.
Boris Johnson says you can go out and exercise every day. Why aren't you going out exercising, Kirsty? You should be on your front lawn doing press-ups, sit-ups, things like that. Keeping yourself trim. If you haven't been and you've been turning into the size of a whale, sorry, it's your own fault. On a serious note, so what? Everyone's putting weight on.
Yeah, I've not been as active. I haven't told you guys this, but for the last maybe 4 weeks minimum, my leg hasn't allowed me to move, has it?
She couldn't walk if she wanted to.
No.
So we have literally, I'm not saying that word anymore.
No.
We have been stuck within 50 metres of our motorhome for the last 2 months or however long it's been. So I would say your husband has got very, very good taste in books and films and places to visit. He has though, hasn't he? I like Wales, I love Wales. But no, don't worry about putting weight on.
Don't worry about it, Kirsty.
As soon as lockdown's over and everyone opens the doors and walks down the main streets of the towns, you're going to see Julie from number 76. She's going to come out, she's going to be bigger than you. Dot, the old lady, how she stood up, I don't know. Everyone's going to be fat.
We've all put a bit of weight on.
We've all put weight on. I've got boobs.
What?
I've got boobs.
Man boobs.
I'm actually quite enjoying having them. Don't worry about it. There's plenty of time to lose us weight in the foreseeable future.
Yeah, just enjoy the break. We're all on a bit of a holiday, really, if you want to look at it like that, don't you? Aren't we?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we are.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing, Kirsty, I forgot to mention.
No more, Mazzys. She's had long enough.
What do you mean?
This has gone on for ages.
Really?
We've answered a question.
Oh.
Have you any idea how much therapy costs?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That can't go on much longer, surely. Buy the t-shirts, it's down below the description. Right, a few thanks before we go, Mazzy.
Yeah.
Where are these lovely people? Marion Moore, Mark Dale, Mary Waldron, Sean Duff, Will Curran. These are new patrons, these ones.
Thanks,
Sean
guys.
Duff, Will Curran and Peter Morslock. Thank you very much for becoming patrons.
Guys.
All you 6 people will be entered into our plaque winning draw. Anyone else who wants to enter, become a patron.
Yeah.
Leave it at that. Thank you very much for joining us today. We'll see you all bright and early tomorrow. Not sure if it's going to be a vlog or it might even be a review of something.
I hope you're not fixing something, are you? Are you?
Is there anything else to
No!
fix, really?
Say goodbye!
Bye!
Thanks for watching! Please comment and hit the like button. That helps our channel grow.
If you like what you see, click here to subscribe. Check out this other great video.
And if you really want to show your support, join the club, become a Patreon for extra videos and perks.
The more support we get, the more content we can give. We'll see you tomorrow
On Travel Trolls TV.